Hello everyone, welcome back to the Cardman's Cards. I'm the Cardman, and today we're going to be going over, I think they're technically name change. I think it's like Ragnarika or something like that. I'm just going to refer to them as Rika for the time being, because I'm not 100% sure their official name change. But yeah, so we're going to do Ragnarika Combos with using, I'm going to be using the support from Infinite Forbidden, the new cards that came out in that, but the original cards will be coming out in A Legacy of Destruction. If you would like to pick them up, definitely can. I'm going to preface this now. This deck is not great. It can do cool stuff, but it's better if you use it as an engine in other things of the new tri-type, of being insect, plant, and reptile. Like how Tri-Brigade is. Tri-Brigade is good on its own. It's not amazing, but it's better if you put it in things and let it really shine, of allowing you to combo and make your Tri-Brigade link extract monsters while incorporating into your other deck's functionalities. Same thing goes with this. I mainly made this deck as a proof of concept, saying that you could make it as a pure build, because I didn't think you could. This is mainly for my sanity. But yeah, I will leave a link in the description to the deck profile down below. And until that, let's go ahead and jump into the combos. I will prerequisite. Most of your combos revolve around Lonefire Blossom and getting it in hand. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the combos. Alrighty, the first combo we're going to go over is just your one-card Ragnarika combo. It doesn't really do a whole lot. This is the Ragnarika Evil Seed. Technically, it's not going to display right now. EDO hasn't updated with the official names yet, but it is called Ragnarika Evil Seed, or the Evil Seed, I think is its technical name. But we're going to start off with just this. If you open this, you can do some plays. You're going to normal summon the Evil Seed. You're going to activate its effect. You're going to grab... in this case, I'm going to grab the info card. You don't have to. You can grab the other one if you like. But I'm going to grab the, I think it's Samurai Beetle, I think this one's called. And then we're going to grab the other level 4 insect. I'm going to banish the level 4 insect due to its effect, and then it's going to trigger, allowing me to draw cards equal number of plant, insect, and reptiles I have in the field during the end phase. Going to trigger the Samurai Beetle's effect, targeting the banished card, putting it back, and then summoning itself. That was a little weird voice crack I did there. And then we're going to link into the Link 2. I forget what this guy's called, but the Ragnarika Link 2, link these guys. And then Samurai Beetle is going to trigger in Grave. It's going to summon back the level 1 plant. Summon. And then you're going to trigger the Link 2's effect to summon back a Ragnarika monster from Grave. And we're going to summon. And then, depending on what you want to do, you can link into the Link 3, right here, with these guys. Trigger the Link 3 effect, banishing your 2 Engrave to grab your trap card. And then link into your Link 4 monster. And then set your trap. Now you have pop 1, possibly pop 2 if they destroy this Ragnarika card. Because if it is gotten rid of, you can pop another card. And then you have, if your opponent activates a hand effect, a card effect, you can negate a hand effect for the rest of the turn. And then whatever your draw is off of the end phase. So we have a one effect, one type right now. So we're going to draw one card. So we go to end phase. Effect, draw card. Not going to do a whole lot. It is the spell card, but still something. Alright, we're going to move on to a better combo, which is a 1.5 card combo using Lonefire. So let's go ahead and move right to it. Alright, this combo is if you open Lonefire and any of the other tri-type monsters. Insect, plant, reptile, any of those. Doesn't have to be an archetype name, can be any name. We are going to start. We're going to normal summon Lonefire. Trigger Lonefire effect. We're going to pop itself, which is amazing. And then we're going to summon Maralda, the generated boss of light. And they're going to summon it. You can summon it to whatever zone you want to. I summon it to the leftmost just for reasons. Trigger its effect, and we're going to grab a plant monster from deck. We're going to grab the Evil Seed. And then we're going to use the Evil Seed effect in hand. And we're going to send whatever insect, plant, or reptile monster we have to the graveyard to summon itself. Then we're going to trigger. We're going to grab the level 3 insect and then the level 4 insect Rika monsters. And we're going to banish the level 4 as we do. Trigger its effect, allowing us to draw cards equal to as many insect, plant, or reptiles we control. And we're going to trigger the Rika, the Samurai Beetle in hand to put that one back to summon itself. And then we're going to link into the Link 2. Summon. And then we're going to trigger the Samurai Beetle in grave. Summon back lonefire. Summon it back to the zone it points to. And we're going to trigger the Link 2's effect to summon back the Evil Seed. Link those two into Arome Seraphis Jasmine. Jasmine requires 2 plant monsters, so you have to summon back the Evil Seed when you're using the Link 2. And we're going to trigger the lonefire. Popping itself, you can plop any plant, but you're going to pop itself. Summon Aromage Laurel from deck. And then we're going to link Aromage Laurel off into anything you want. I'm using Dryas just because it's just just requires a low level plant monster. And then Laurel is going to trigger in its sent to grave. And we're going to gain 500. Jasmine's going to trigger. And we're going to grab Rose Girl from deck. And we're going to trigger Jasmine's on field effect to pop Dryas. And then we're going to summon... Oh, I think this guy got a different name, but the other circular card. Not the circular sorceress, but the circular fairy. Then we're going to trigger his effect on summon, discard Rose Girl, and then we're going to grab the circular sorceress. Then we're going to trigger Rose Girl in grave. Since there is a plant monster on the field, and this card's in grave, I can just add it. So I'm going to trigger Rose Girl, grab it back to hand. And then we're going to use the effect of Circle Sorceress. Since there's a plant or insect in grave, I can summon it. So we're going to summon it. And then we're going to Synchro into the Synchro monster that came out with Circle Sorceress into Circle of Fairies. Synchroing these two. We're going to summon it to this zone. And we're going to trigger the circular fairy effect to summon itself back. Vanish when it leaves the field. And now, since we have Circle of Fairies, we get an additional normal summon off of its effect. And we're just going to normal summon the Rose Girl. Now, here's where things matter. When you're doing the rest of this combo, you can use any material whenever you want, except the Circle Fairy, the level 4 plant tuner. Because since he leaves the grave, since he banishes instead of goes to the grave, you cannot use your Rika effects in grave to summon back on him. It will not resolve. Because he technically does not get shuffled back into the deck. If he leaves the field by any means, he is banished. Just a reminder. Do not use him for a Rika effect. Because if you do, it won't resolve. So first we're just going to link into the Link 3. Using him, the Kylos, the Circle Fairy, and Jasmine. See how he got banished? If you would activate the other one, it would not resolve. We're going to trigger his effect. We're going to banish anything. I'll banish Dryas and then Laurel because they don't have enough. They don't do anything right now. We're going to grab the trap card. And then we're going to link using Rose Girl up into the Link 4. And then we're going to trigger the effect of the 2 links we have in grave. Trigger, and we're going to target the generator boss. Put it back in the deck. Summon. Target, activate the other effect. Target Circle of Fairies. Put it back. And then we're going to link into the Link 5. Summon a Link 5. Set the trap card. Proceed to end phase, and we're going to draw 2. And possibly you could draw 2 more hand traps, draw other things. But yeah, that is your 1.5 card combo with Lonefire. You can all draw other cards. If you draw small roll and a card to search Lonefire, you can do the same thing that way. But yeah, that is your typical combo route that you would like to do. There are other ways to do it. Depending on what of the tri-types you open, you can end on a better board with that. I'll move to that in just a moment. Okay, here is the next combo. It's still a 1.5 card combo, but due to the card you're discarding for the effect of the Evil Seed Rika monster, it gets an additional effect to summon the monster back. Well, the Evil Seed doesn't, but the monster does. The monster discarding. You can either use Goki Pull, does similar thing, because it allows you to send Resonator Insect and Resonator Insect. Oh, sorry, no. Goki Pull just adds it. Yeah. If you send Resonator Insect, you get the picture. If you have a way to summon an additional body off the combo, you can. So, I have Light Serpent. I think there is like a Night Serpent as well that has a very similar effect. But I will. It allows me to. If this card's sent to the graveyard, you can summon this card from the grave. It cannot be used for synchro material, which is perfectly fine. So we're going to normal summon Lonefire. Trigger Lonefire. Pop itself. Summon the Generator Boss. Generator Boss is going to trigger. And then we're going to grab the Evil Seed. We're going to trigger Evil Seed. Pitch the Light Serpent. Summon the Evil Seed. And then we're going to chain 1 Evil Seed. Chain 2 Light Serpent. Light Serpent's going to summon. I'm going to summon it to the farmost zone, so I just know where it's at. Then we're going to add a Beetle, and then I'm just going to call this one the Moth because it is. And then we're going to pitch the Moth. Trigger its effect to draw, depending on how many insect, plant, or reptile we have. You can only draw 3 with that card, by the way. It's only ever going to be a +3. We're going to trigger Samurai Beetle, put it back, summon. And then combo plays very similar to how you would normally if you did not open the Light Serpent, but I did. I missed it. Link these 2, summon, trigger, summon back Lonefire, trigger the Lonefire. Oh no, hold on. Before we do that, trigger the Link 2, summon back the Evil Seed. Trigger Lonefire, pop Lonefire, and then summon Laurel. You can do this after or before you link, it doesn't matter. And we're going to link summon into Jasmine. Link Laurel into Dryas. Laurel will trigger in Grave. Activating Jasmine, and you're going to grab Rose Girl again. And then we're going to trigger Jasmine on field effect. Pop Dryas. Summon the Circular Fairy. Circular Fairy effect's going to trigger sending the Rose Girl at Circle Sorceress. Circle Fairy effect. Sorry. Rose Girl effect, add itself back. Normal summon Circle Sorceress. And we're going to synchro into Circle of Fairies. Trigger Circular Fairy. Summon, Benjamin leaves the field. And then normal summon Rose Girl. Now we're going to just link up now. We're going to link into the Link 3 using Circular Fairy and Jasmine. Trigger the Rika effect. Trigger the Link 3's effect, banishing Dryads and the Link Laurel. Grab the trap card. Can be any any 2 plant, insect, or reptiles. Doesn't matter. And then we're going to rank up into the Link 4 using Rose Girl. Now we're going to trigger target, put back, trigger, put back. And now for the Link 5, he is an insect, so you want to make sure you're using the insect Link monster for its material. So we're going to link into the 5 using the Link 4 and then the 5 to summon. And then we're going to trigger the Link 4 effect Engrave, target the Light Serpent, bounce it back, summon it, set the card, and now we have a pop 2 off of the Link 5, which I do believe is Stag Commander or something like that. I don't remember exactly. The Link 4, which is if your opponent activates a monster effect, they cannot activate cards from the hand. This does nothing, unfortunately, but it will allow you to draw an extra card. In addition to your trap card, allows you to pop cards equal to number of plant, insect, and reptile monsters. So since you have one of each, you can target 3 cards and pop them. In addition to that, if your opponent gets rid of any of your Rika monsters, you can banish this card from the grave, target a card, and blow it up. So basically, it's 4 pops. You get 2 off of the Link 5, 4 off of this, so that's 7. Is it 7? 6. 6 blow-ups on top of negating hand cards in hand off of this, and then whatever you draw off of the end, the draw card, which I drew draw. So possibly even more hand traps. I do run 9 hand traps, but yeah, that is like your best overall hand combo play you can do. I will do one more combo showing off with the spell, because if you open Lonefire and the spell, you're perfectly fine, because the spell allows you to oh god, I can't think. The spell allows you to grab a Rika card. So, well, if you're using the spell, you have to have another. I'll show. The spell basically allows you to activate, use another monster. So, we'll move on to that one. It's a 3-card combo. Alright, we're gonna do a 3-card combo. Again, it's like 3.5. Sorry, 2.5. Yeah, misspoke. Just for the fact, the 2.5 card combo, if you open Lonefire, or a way to get Lonefire, which involves Small World, the spell card, which I do believe is Ragnarika Bloom, I think is what it's called, and then any of the tri-type, any monster of the tri-types, of the new tri-type, I should say, oh god, I confused myself, insect, plant, or reptile, any of those monsters, you're perfectly fine. Because again, it's just mainly being sent for the effect of the Link 1. Excuse me. So, we're going to normal Lonefire. We're going to activate the continuous trap spell card. Trigger Lonefire. Pop itself. Summon the generator monster. Generator monster is going to add. We're going to add the Rika card. Going to special by sending the 1. Evil Seed's going to trigger. We're going to grab the Samurai Beetle and the Moth. Pitching the Moth. Trigger effect. And then we're going to activate the effect. Target. Put back. Summon. And we're going to synchro into the Link 2. Trigger the effect of the Samurai Beetle Engrave. Summon back Lonefire. And then we're going to trigger the effect of the Link 2. God, I can't think of the name. Summon back the Evil Seed. And we're going to link into Jasmine. Going to use Lonefire Blossom's effect. Popping itself, summoning a Laurel. And we're going to summon Linking to Dryas. Trigger the Laurel. Gain effect. Grab Rose Girl. And then we're going to trigger the effect of Laurel. Pop Dryas. Summon the Circular Fairy. Effect. pitch, grab. Effect of Rose Girl, we're going to add itself back. Then, since we have an insect in grave, special the circular sorceress. Synchro into circular circle of fairies. Trigger. Summon. And then additional normal. And then we're going to link into the link 3 insect. Then trigger its effect. We're going to banish Dryad and a Raika name. Or we'll banish the Evil Seed. Grab the trap. Now we're going to activate the spell effect. We're going to special a Raika monster. We're going to summon one from Banish. We're going to summon back the Evil Seed. You can also summon from Grave, but I just want to show you summon from Grave or Banished as well. So we're going to summon the Banished one. And then we're going to link into the 4. Then we're going to trigger the effects. Target. Affect the insect. Summon. Then we're going to link up into the 5. No, that's the 3. I want the 5. There it is. Linking these two. And then trigger the link 4 in grave. Target. Put back. And then we're going to set the trap card. And then go to end phase. Draw 3 cards. So yeah, if you open Lonefire, any monster of insect, plant, or reptile, and the spell card, you're going to end on the same board as if you end on certain 2-card combo. If you open Light Serpent, Goki Pole, Resonator Insect still works this way. Anything of that nature, any of those like 4 or 5 cards get you to this off a 2-card combo. Lonefire, the continuous spell, and then any other monster of the new tri-type gets you to this as well. I'm going to move on to, I'm going to do probably 2 test hands, because this video is getting a little long. And we'll do 2 test hands, and then we'll call it there. So let me move on to the test hands. Alrighty, we're going to get started, and we're going to go into the test hands. We're going to activate, first off, we're going to activate Small World. We're going to reveal the Samurai Beetle. And then since Lonefire is a plant, we're going to reveal the Evil Seed. They both have 0 defense. And then, since they're both plants, we'll add Lonefire. Check that out. We'll trigger Lonefire. Effect of Lonefire. Pop itself. Summon the generator monster. And then we're going to use the generator monster effect. And we're going to add Rose Girl now. Just for the fact that we opened the other one we normally summon. So we're just going to grab Rose Girl. Just because we don't need to worry about adding it later. And then we're going to trigger the effect of the Evil Seed in hand, sending Goki Pole. We're going to trigger 1 Raika, trigger 2 Goki Pole. We're going to grab the Moth for hand. And then we're going to grab cards with the grabbing the Samurai Beetle and then the other copy of the Moth for its effect. And we're going to banish a copy of the Moth, trigger its effect, draw, effect of the Samurai Beetle, target, summon. And then we're going to link into the 2. Affected Samurai Beetle. We're going to summon back Lonefire. And we're going to link into... Before we link, gotta trigger the Link 2's effect. Summon back the Evil Seed. And we're going to link into Jasmine. Trigger Lonefire effect. Pop Lonefire. Summon Laurel. Trigger. We're going to link into Dryas. Laurel. Laurel's going to trigger Engrave. We're going to gain 500 life points. Jasmine's going to trigger, and we're going to grab... You can grab any card at this point. I'm going to grab a Lonefire for follow-up. And we're going to use Jasmine effect. Pop Dryas. Summon the Circular Fairy from deck. Circular Fairy effect. Still pitching Rose Girl. And we're going to summon and grab Circular Sorceress. Circle Sorceress effect allows me to special. And then we're going to Synchro into Circle of Fairies. Triggering the Circle Fairy effect, summon itself back, banish and leaves the field. Then we're going to trigger Rose Girl effect Engrave, add itself back. Additional normal of Rose Girl. And then we're just going to link climb. Link into the 3. Link. Link. Effect. We're going to banish this. And we'll banish the Samurai Beetle. Add the trap card. Going to activate the continuous trap. Sorry, continuous spell. I always kind of have a trap card. Don't know why. Trigger its effect, summon one of my Ragnarika monsters. We're going to summon the banish card. And then we're going to... what am I going to do next? I guess we'll link into the 4 using the Samurai and then the other 4 insect. And we're going to trigger target, put back, target, put back. And we're going to link into the big 5. Trigger the 4 Engrave. Target Rose Girl. Bounce it back and summon. And then we're going to set the trap. And then we're going to move to end phase, draw 3 cards. So basically this allows us to fill the hand back up while full comboing. You can do more stuff if you open some of the other cards you didn't want to. Grabbing the other Moth card allows you to discard it to summon a plant, insect, or reptile from hand to the field. So it's helpful. I'm going to do one more test hand, and hopefully we see something different. Or some opening cards that you don't necessarily want to open always. Alright. Oh man, I think this is just a dead hand. I don't think I can play with this hand. Because Resonator Insect does nothing. And then Circle Sorceress by itself does nothing. Yeah, this is a dead hand. Okay, we're going to move on. This is not a dead hand. It's very close to one, but not. This is just a Lonefire combo without a discard. We'll play it out and see how it goes. We're going to activate Small World. Reveal... Oh no, we do have a discard. Reveal Ash. And then we're going to reveal the level 3 plant. Sorry, the level 3 insect. And we're going to grab Lonefire, because they're both level 3s. And then yeah, we just have standard 2.5 card combo. Because now we just normal summon. Trigger. Summon the generator monster. Effect. Grab Evil Seed. Use Evil Seed effect. Pitch the Moth. Summon Evil Seed. Evil Seed will trigger. We'll grab Moth and then Samurai Beetle. Or Beetle Samurai. Something like that. It has Beetle in the name and Samurai. Pitch the other copy of Moth. It will trigger. Draw cards. Then we're going to activate. Put back. Summon. Link into the 2. Trigger Samurai Beetle, summon back the lonefire. Trigger the Link 2, summon back Evil Seed. Link into Jasmine. Trigger lonefire again. Pop itself. Summon Laurel. Link into Dryas. Trigger Laurel. Jasmine effect. Grab Rose Girl. Trigger Jasmine on field effect. Pop Dryas. Summon Circular Fairy. Effect. Pitch Rose Girl. Add Circular Sorceress. Trigger Circular Sorceress. Summon. Effect of Rose Girl Engrave. Add back. And we're going to synchro into Circle of Fairies. Trigger the Circle Fairy. Just normal Rose Girl. And Link Climb. Go into the 3. Trigger its effect to banish. Banish Dryas and Laurel. Grab the trap card. Then link into the 4. Effects. Trigger the 2. Put summon. Trigger the 3. Target put back. Summon. And then link into the 5. Boop, boop. And then set your trap card, possibly set other cards if you have them. End phase, draw 2. So yeah, so we ended on 3, another 2 cards, hand interruption, pop 2, pop another 2, pop a 3rd, and then whatever hand traps. So yeah, I do believe that's going to be it for now. I think I'm going to call it there. This has been the Cardman's Cards. I'm the Cardman. This has been Ragnarika Combos. And until next time, like, comment, and subscribe. Till then, keep collecting.